Hi there! Today I have this top on, so you know what time it is. I'm doing a purple look, but I wanted to do a wearable everyday purple look. This will be a little bit of a mini series. Thing is, last week I did a wearable green look, and trust me, it is wearable green. I'm going to link it somewhere on the screen. Basically, I'm going to do a video like this each week where I turn kind of like a bright color into a wearable look. It's not going to be bright, it's going to be muted, kind of like a muted purple. I don't know yet what I'm going to do, but I promise you it's going to be wearable for everyday looks. And with this occasion, I wanted to start kind of like a challenge. So last week I did green, I did that muted olive type of a green that's very wearable. And this week we're going to do purple. And I was thinking that I want to see your looks as well. I want to see you wear purple in your everyday situations. Like, I want to see a selfie of you at work wearing this kind of a look. You can either do the green or the purple, since I did not start this little challenge last week. So pick your color and I want to see your looks. You can, I don't know, tag me on Instagram in your stories or send me a selfie. Like, I don't care, I just want to see you wear color in your everyday makeup. I'm going to try to make it as wearable as possible, so it's going to be appropriate for work and I don't know what else. I'm not going to say school because most schools don't agree with makeup at all. My hair is slightly wet. I had like a nice warm bath this morning, which reminds me of a meme. Like, when I first downloaded TikTok, one of the first things that actually cracked me up, it was so funny, it was this kid. He was standing in the pool. If I can find that video, I'm going to put it on the screen somewhere.
This is my hair wet a little bit, but not wet at all. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when it's wet. This is my hair wet.
So this is me right now. This is my hair slightly wet. Anyways, going to meet my mother today, so the look has to be very, very wearable. You know her. You don't know her. But she's like, she doesn't like heavy makeup. And she points it out to me. It's not like she doesn't like it and she shuts up, you know? She tells me that she doesn't like it. So it has to be wearable for me to not listen to that again. I'm gonna do my face first quickly. It's going to be very, very natural. I'm going to use this Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation. They discontinued this one and released the water tone instead. I kind of like this one more. But this is like the most natural thing that you can ever put on your skin. This will not cover anything. I don't know why I use it. It's like, I don't know, I like it to finish. It kind of looks like my skin, but a little bit healthier somehow. So I shaked it first because it's very, very liquidy. Just going to drip it on my face like that. And you have to be really fast with blending, because like it dries and sets itself somehow. I'm using my hands first and then a sponge, because the sponge is going to absorb all of it, literally all of it. So now I will take the sponge and really blend it in. I can't entirely blend it with my fingers because it looks uneven somehow. It kind of, the finger application kind of creates streakiness in a way with this product in particular. I'm gonna apply this Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I'm concentrating it in the inner portion of my dark circles. Just a tiny bit on my lids. And until this dries, I'm going to tell you something. Today, it's the 1st of April. I met my watchtowers on YouTube. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Thing is, I have to wait. It says up to a month for YouTube to accept my application to the monetization program. So after they approve me, I will be able to monetize my content. I'm so happy. Like, I've been creating content for 5 years. Literally, I started in 2017. I started with just Instagram first, but like, I was never paid to post. And this will change so soon. And it just makes me so emotional, you know? Because this is what I want to do in life. Like, literally, if I did not think that this is what I want to do, I would have quit like 4 years ago probably. But I do know that this is what I want to do and I will not quit. And I'm so happy that it kind of starts to work out. I mean, it's not going to be huge, but I feel like this is the kind of the beginning of my, dare I say, success. Okay, and now that the concealer had a little bit of time to sit, I'm just going to blend it out. I usually let this one dry for a little bit. Just going to apply the leftover on my lids. I'm also going to prime with an eyeshadow primer, but like I do want a little bit of coverage on my lids because my eyeshadow primer is sheer. And by the way, since I never link my Instagram or my TikTok or anything, I have the same username everywhere. So like if you want to look me up on Instagram, it's just the same username at raluca.makeup. So let's set the under eyes. I have here my RCMA No Color powder. I'm going to set it with the sponge as usual, but first, oh, it didn't really crease. I think I applied a little bit less than usual because I don't want such a natural face and an extremely covered under eye, you know, it kind of looks out of place somehow. I'm also setting my pores area, and this will really smooth things out. I still have to apply my bronzer, blush, highlighter, but I will prime my eyelids first because this primer, this is the Urban Decay Primer Potion, requires a little bit of dry time. So until I do the things that I mentioned, this will have enough time to sit and dry. I'm going to use my finger, pat it in. Okay, bronzer, going to use my, I can open it, my Dior Nude bronzer. It's in the shade 2. I'm going to apply a little bit of that here, kind of like on my cheekbone, a little bit underneath, forehead. Let's do the little eyeshadow extension here. I'm still thinking, I have no idea what to do with the eyeshadow. How to make it look wearable. Like I have a little bit of an idea, but I don't know if it's going to turn out right. For blush, I'm going to go for this Sigma Blush Cheek palette, mixing the two lightest shades of the palette and applying it a little bit above the bronzer. For highlighter, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in shade Moonlight Pearls and applying it a little bit above the bronzer, kind of on top of the blush somehow, and highlighting kind of the center of my face and my jawline, because like, why not? Okay, moving on to the most interesting part of this video, the eyeshadow. I'm gonna use the Norvina Volume 5, and if you look at it, not exactly wearable, right? Don't worry about that. We're mainly going to use these shades here, that are these kind of plum shades, but we're going to combine them with a little bit of purple. It's going to be amazing. I'm gonna start with my transition. I'm going to take the shade A4 here. This is a Morphe M506 brush. I'm gonna apply it in my outer corner and then blending it into my crease. As you can see, this is so different from what you see in the pan. It's kind of like a soft purple, kind of like a plummy shade, and I think these are the shades that I'm going to go for today to make it as wearable as possible. I picked up a little bit more and I'm going to drag that along my lower lash line as well. They have a new palette in the Norvina collection, it's so beautiful. A rainbow palette, love that. The quality, the Norvina shadows, literally they're so good. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. Soft, but still purple-ish. Love that. And by the way, if you do not have a shade like this, what you can do is dip into a purple and then dip your brush into a light brown eyeshadow to tone it down. You basically want to mix them on the brush, basically go back and forth between the two, dust off the excess from the brush, and then you're going to end up with a more toned down purple. Next I want to take the shade Before here. Before. Funny. Anyways, I'm going to pick it up on a... This is a brush from the Naked Heat palette from Urban Decay. I'm tapping off the excess, now applying it kind of on the outer half of my lid. What if I take it? I think I'm going to start here and then kind of fade it into the inner portion as well. This is supposed to have like very fine glitters in it, but I don't know if I just tapped it all off or something, because right now it looks completely matte. And then I'm gonna take my previous brush and just really blend everything. I will need something to lighten this up a little bit because I feel like it's maybe just a little bit too dark somehow, especially on my lids. I like something a little bit lighter. But first I'm gonna take a clean blending brush and use it to blend and pick up some of the excess product to kind of diffuse it a little bit more. Okay, what I did here, I'm going to do this on the other eye as well, is I'm going to pick up my highlighter and basically just go in the inner portion, like inner half of my lid, to bring some light there. And since I have it here, I'm going to use it in my inner corner as well, but I have to pick up a brush because I can't reach that area with my hands. And a little bit underneath the arch of my brow. I added a little bit of intensity to this eye, and that's what I'm going to do on my other eye, obviously. I'm going to pick the shade E5, which is, I think, the darkest shade of the palette. I'm going to pick it on a small brush. I do have here my Morphe 149. This is a pencil brush, and I'm going to do little taps here right near my lash line and just in my outer corner, because I do like to lift my outer corner a little bit. So I'm just going to place it there carefully. I'm not applying a lot of pressure on the brush, and I'm also going to take the leftover product on the outer corner of my lower lash line. And then I can start kind of blending it upwards, but again very softly. I'm not putting much pressure on the brush. And I'm doing a little extension here. Now I'll take the brush that I used to apply the crease shade and really blend it. I'm taking the fluffy brush again and really blending it out. I'm heating up my lash curler. And I'm tilting it like this to get a really nice curl. And I'll be applying my the mascara from Sephora Collection. I'm also applying it on the lower lashes. And I'm actually going to apply something on my waterline as well. This is the NYX Faux Whites pencil in the shade Lavender. It's kind of like this light purple, just to brighten them up a little bit. Okay, let's do nude on the lips. The NYX Lip Liner in the shade Nude Beige. I'm just going to go for a cool tone so it matches the eye look. Overlining in the center, and then on the sides I'm following my lip line. On the lower lip I'm actually going to follow my lip line completely because my bottom lip is pretty full, especially compared to my top lip. In the center of my outline I'm going to go for something a little bit darker. This is the Boysenberry's lip. It's not a lip pencil, it's a universal pencil. It's in the shade Dusty Brown. Again, kind of a cool tone nude color, but a little bit darker than the NYX one. And in the center of my lip I'm going to go for the Sleek Matte Me in the shade Feels. A little dot, and then blending with my finger. And that is everything for today's look. I'm really curious if you find this wearable for everyday looks. I really want to hear your thoughts on it. To me it's like very soft, very wearable. I have to come a little bit closer to notice that it's purple, not an usual cool toned neutral shadow, you know? But I really want to hear your thoughts on it. And that is it. I want to thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you found it useful. If you have requests of colors that you want me to turn into wearable looks, let me know. I'm yet to do the teal look. I did not forget about it. The teal look is going to come next week. But if you have any other suggestions, drop them in the comments below. And that's it. I hope you're having the most amazing day ever. I'm going to go and meet my mother a little bit later, and I'm going to spend the Saturday with her. Tomorrow is Saturday, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. I love spending time with her. Anyways, I hope I'll see you in my next video. Bye!